Welcome back to Fox 8 News this morning. Today we're talking about the green movement. Truly, it's everywhere, and Chet Pourciau is with us. You know, a lot of folks want to go green, but we think, oh, that's going to be expensive, it's going to take a lot of time, but maybe not so much.
Not so much. You know, the green movement is still very large right now, but also things like upcycling and recycling. Upcycling is my new favorite thing, and what upcycling is you take your trash and actually turn it into a treasure. Like for instance,
I love it.
Yeah, for instance, this is a great product from this company called Unique Design, and what they've done here is they've turned Mardi Gras beads into these lamps, which is really kind of great. And everybody has some Mardi Gras beads that they can use. I mean, you can do this yourself, or you can buy this from this company. It's really affordable. I love the fact that when it's lit, we don't have it lit now, but once it's lit, it glows these Mardi Gras beads. But actually, it's not, you know, some people think of Mardi Gras beads, they think, you know, it could be a little tacky. But I love the way they've done this. I think it's really beautiful. They've done it classy, and I think it could fit into any decor. I would say this is probably a good transitional piece.
How much does this run?
It runs basically about $110.
Okay.
Which is affordable for a lamp of this size, and it's also not just a basic lamp. This lamp is all hand done, you know, so it's a custom lamp, and they have different ones in their shop that you can go to and kind of check out. Okay. This next thing, you were like, ugh, this.
When I found out what it was, I was like, oh, I touched it.
This is actually fish scales that they don't actually, you know, harm the fish to get there. They actually take these whenever the scales fall off of the fish, they actually take these, combine them together, and then they do this kind of bleaching process, but it makes sure that it's green. And then they turn this into these real decorative balls.
Well, what do you do with this? Do you hang it somewhere?
You can do that. You can also, this is good for indoors, outdoors. It's a great decorative piece as well. Okay. They come in different sizes, so if you had 3 of them together on a dining room table, or if you wanted to use it outside, you know, that would work as well. This is a great thing. This is really something that I really, really love. This is placemats. But the great thing about these cake placemats is the fact that these are very good for kids because of the fact that it helps to actually let the kids know the place settings. You know, this is also, it's also very green, very eco-friendly, but also it's a good teaching method, in which I love this. And it comes in a different array of different patterns. You know, once again, very affordable. I think this is like, you know, $15 for a pack of like 50.
Yeah, there's quite a bit in there.
Yeah, quite a bit in there. And you can, I mean, I have these at home, you can reuse them. You know, you can use them one time.
Dirty,
exactly. You know, this is another thing that I really am stressing a lot, is that, you know, these are eco-friendly products. And, you know, when people think of flooring, the first thing they think of is bamboo flooring. So bamboo flooring is really eco-friendly. And you were asking me earlier, you know, how is bamboo flooring eco-friendly?
I was worried about the panda bears.
Exactly.
They're cutting down the forest and killing the habitat.
No, because of bamboo grows at such an exponential amount, it actually falls, and the actual pieces that are falling, that's how they make the actual wood flooring. So they don't go and cut the trees down to make these wood floorings. And bamboo comes in an array of different colors. You know, once again, eco-friendly. You know, this is a synthetic for, this is not friendly. You might want to stay away from this. And also, when you're searching for things that are eco-friendly or things that are green, make sure that you read in the products, because a lot of times things will say this is green, this is eco-friendly, but once you get into the reading of it, not all things are green. And whenever you're putting down these floors, once again, this wool carpet, eco-friendly, synthetic is not, you have to be sure that the glue that you're using doesn't have formaldehyde or harmful toxics, because if you're green on top but you're not being green underneath by putting the glue down, you're kind of defeating the purpose.
Right,
and a lot of people forget about that.
Now, let me ask you, how do you know the difference? Because there are so many things that say they're green. It's almost like the catchphrase marketing ploy nowadays. You just really have to ask?
You have to ask, you have to read, you have to do your research. Doing your research is real important. Now, things like paint, you can almost assure that they're going to be green, because Helm Paint makes this great paint called Natura, and it's 100% green. It's 100% green. You know, it comes, you can get it in an array of different colors. So any color paint that is not green, you can have this made in green. It's a little more expensive, but in the long run, it saves you. You know, a lot of times whenever you paint your house or paint a room, when you go into the room, you can actually smell that smell. Well, if you do this eco-friendly and low VOC, which is volatile organic compound paint, you won't get that smell. And so it's great for people who have asthma, for little kids, or if you're just trying to be conservative and making sure that, you're not putting a really heavy carbon footprint on the earth, I want to make sure that people are knowing that you can get this paint from Benjamin Moore Helm Paint, and it's really eco-friendly.
What makes the paint green?
What makes the paint green? The amount of our volatile organic compound, which is VOC, how much toxins they're putting into the paint to make the paint.
Okay.
So that's what makes the paint green. And once again, just because a paint says it's green, I'm really skeptical about stuff, so I make sure that I read everything. It's very important that you do your research. Do your research is really important, because you're right, it's a great marketing tool. Everybody wants to say it's green, but sometimes it's really not. This is another thing that's, I think, is really great. This is wallpaper, and everybody kind of like, ugh, with wallpaper. Wallpaper is back, and it's back big time. But this is recycled wallpaper. And what they've done with this is they just use regular paper that they recycle. Once again, this is eco-friendly wallpaper. As you can see, it comes in an array of different colors, different textures. The colors are very vivid. This is wallpaper that's not eco-friendly, but you still get the same look. Sometimes you get even a better look.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? By just using eco-friendly wallpaper. So guys, be sure whenever you're shopping for green stuff that you're making sure that you're doing your research. Upcycling is really big right now, and everybody's going to be doing that. So don't throw away your trash. Turn them into treasures. Everybody has an artistic side to them. Just let it come out.
Going green with Chet Pourciau. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great tips.
Thank you.
Keep it right here. Fox 8 Morning News. We'll be right back after this.